Hello, everyone. It's always a delight to come your way with the MTN FA Cup draw. Another day is here. Today is Thursday, and indeed, it's the 15th day of the month of July 2021. Gradually, we are cruising to the end of the competition. We began from the preliminary stages, then to the round of 64, to the round of 32, and the recent round was a round of 16. Now, we know the 8 teams that have made it to the quarter-final stage of the 2020-2021 MTN FA Cup competition. Defending champions, Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in it. Obviously, they beat Asokwa Deportivo by 2-1 at the Lenclair Stadium in Obuasi to progress. Aduana Stars lost at home to Ashanti Gold by 4-2 to also make, for Ash Gold to make a stage in the quarterfinals. Kintampo FC and Brekum Chelsea. Brekum Chelsea advanced at the expense of Kintampo FC. And then Kintampo Top Talent Football Club defeated Tamale City by 3-2. So undoubtedly, they are one of the 2 surprising packages in this year's competition. Now, in the Southern Zone, Young Wise lost at home to Hatsufolk by 1-0, with a free Barnier scoring in the 68th minute to give the Phobians the 3 points and passage to the quarterfinals. Atram Divisor Academy, another surprising package there. They eliminated Legon Cities 5-4 on penalties after the game ended 1-1 in regulation time. Midiema beat Great Olympics 5-3 on penalties after their game at the Akun Park ended 0-0. And then Elmina Sharks also came from behind, drew with Tema Youth and won 3-2 on penalty shootout. So let's look at the 8 teams that have made it to the quarter-final stage. Obviously, Kumasi Asante Kotoko happens to be the holders of the competition. They are there. They've won it 9 times. And Asante Kotoko, so they have won it 9 times. Midiema have won it twice. Ash Gold 3 times. Accra Hatzevok 10 times. Kintampo Top Talents, this is their 4th appearance in the competition, and indeed they are in the quarterfinals. Elmina Sharks have yet to win the title. Atram Divisor, this is their best performance ever. And then Brekum Chelsea. In 2010-2011, they were semi-finalists and they lost to eventual winners Nania FC. That year, Brekum Chelsea won the league and Nania beat them in the Super Cup as well. So these are the 8 teams that have made it to the quarterfinals. My name is Henry Asandichum. I will be your host. This is Max TV. We are live on Max FM as well, and we are live on our Facebook channel, Ghana Football Association, and then Max TV's Facebook channel as well. And also, we are live on channel 247 at the part channel on the Star Times decoder and Max FM. With me this afternoon, Chairman is here. Chairman Wilson Atta, Chairman of the MTN FA Cup Committee, and then also a member of the committee, Fred Agbenyo. Fred, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Harry.
Chairman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are back again.
Yes.
Over 100 clubs involved. Now we have our last 8. Hopefully from here we will move to the last 4. That's right. And then we will get to know our final 2. And on the 8th of August, we shall stage the final. How have things been for you, Chairman?
Wonderful. Wonderful. This is our first full season. And we've played 102 matches so far. It's been awesome. We have just 7 matches to go. We are going to draw and have 4 matches. Then 1st August, 31st July, 1st August, semi-finals, we have 2 matches. And then the grand final, 8th August. At this stage, I feel so happy and I feel like appreciating people who have really supported us. Of course, God has made all this possible. We are grateful to Ezeko for the opportunity. The fans, club owners who put in so much money, management, playing body, technical handlers, sponsors, MTN, Star Times. We have to also appreciate our committee members, hardworking MTN FA committee members, RFA co-opted members who help us at the match centers. Match officials have been extra good when it comes to the FA Cup, and we have to appreciate them. And we pray that these 7 matches left, you will keep up the good works and make FA Cup the tournament with integrity. We have 8 teams left.
Yep.
And
we've got 4 pairings to choose from today.
Yeah, and I'm excited that we have 2 Division 2 clubs making it today.
Top Talents and then Atram Divisor.
Yeah, it's amazing. And fortunately for us, I mean, if you are a chairman, if the committee, all you wish for is to get good teams so that the tournament becomes exciting. And we have a lot of former champions at this stage, and it's exciting.
Ash Gold, Hatsufolk, Asante Kotoko are all former champions. and they are still in the competition.
And Mediama.
Mediama are also former champions. And even Brecum Chelsea, they came close in 2010, 2011, lost to Narnia in the semi-finals. And then Narnia beat Kotoko in the final to win their first major trophy. Well, let me put on record that this will be our final draw. Now, after today, we shall have the three, so we'll get to know who the winners at this stage will face in the next round. So this will be our final draw here in the competition. So on your screens is the match between Asante Kotoko and Asokwa Deportivo. Asokwa Deportivo and Kotoko, games between these two teams always come in handy. Kotoko labored to win by 2-1 at the Lenkley Stadium. Fred, unfortunately, one interesting fact is that Chairman, who is the owner of Sky FC, his team lost to Asokwa Deportivo in the round of 32, right?
Yes.
And then Fred Agbonyo, whose team is Legon Cities, lost to Atram Divisor in the round of 16. So my two gentlemen here, their clubs are already out of the competition. Fred,
right?
It is.
The slogan of the tournament is Obia Nyobia.
Yeah.
And so I'm also happy to know that at least Division 2 clubs have advanced to this stage of the competition. We have some Premiership clubs in there. I'm sure those who have lost out will go and prepare and come back better next season when the tournament commences again. And that's so far so very good. It's been very nice, been very competitive. The interest across board has been very, very exciting and heightening, and I'm very happy about it. Good thing, we are going to continue this level when all the other leagues have ended. You know, the Premiership is coming to an end this weekend. Division 1 is also coming to an end. The European leagues and everything has come to an end. So the focus now really will gravitate towards the FA Cup, quarterfinals, semi-final, and the finals. I expect Ghanaians to follow and see what our league is made up of. I think that it's going very well.
But it's strange that at this stage, there is not even a single Division 1 team in the competition.
And Division 2s that are there.
We have two Division 2 and 6 Premier League teams.
So it tells you how competitive it is and how clubs took the whole thing very seriously.
Top talents from Kintampo eliminated Tamale City in the round of 16.
Division 2.
Yeah. And then Divisor eliminated a Premier League team in Legon Cities.
It was a shocker. It was so surprising to all of us. We didn't expect that. But this thing happens in football. Sometimes because you're a Premiership side, you think that, we are big boys and these are our junior boys coming to play us. And you take them for granted. If you recall, that very day, Legon scored the first goal just in the opening minutes of the match. And we held on to about 80-something when they equalized. And then they put the match to penalty. Penalty is anybody's game. We lost 1 out of the 5 kicks, and then they won all the 5. And that's how they were able to eliminate Legon Cities. But as I said, it's not been very rosy for us this season. I believe that next day we'll come back, well prepared, organized, and let's see what the future holds.
All right, so this is Max TV. It's a live draw of the quarterfinal stage of the MTN FA Cup 2020-2021 season. My name is Henry Asandichum. With me in the studios are the chairman of the MTN FA Cup committee, Will Senata, and then a member of the committee, Fred Agbonyo. Let me also acknowledge other members of the committee. Kofi Poku is the vice chairman of the MTN FA Cup committee. We also have Diodone Komako, and then Hannah Amachi is the secretary, and also the man who works for WAFA, George Ofusuhine, is another member of the MTN FA Cup competition. So very soon we shall zoom straight into the draw. You'll get to know which teams who will face who in the quarterfinals. But in the meantime, Chairman, can you take us through what is at stake as far as this stage is concerned and then beyond?
Thank you. At this stage, we are upping the money. So all the 8 participants, everybody is getting 6,000 Ghana cedis. Those who will travel will also be supported. And sometimes the support is very heavy.
Yeah, depending on the distance.
Some got as high as 5,000 Ghana cedis. So that should tell you. And then when we move to the semi-finals, we go up.
Yeah.
Finals is set.
Okay.
80,000 for the winner and 30,000 for the runner-up.
Okay.
And then when we still have 100,000 Ghana cedis
For
to
pushing the club for their participation in
that,
Africa.
yes, and that is very exciting. Very, very exciting. It's good.
Well, I mean,
This excludes the top-up cards.
Yeah.
You know, we still give top-up cards.
and the Man of the Match awards.
Yes, and we have something special for the Man of the Match awards. Yeah.
The other day, you spoke about, cities pitching for the final, to host the final. How have that been?
We got inquiries, but the challenge we've had is most of the mayors are waiting for their confirmation.
Okay.
So that slowed, but we've had a lot of interest from Cape Coast especially. So we are likely to send the semi-finals to Cape Coast because of their interest and the level of preparation they are in.
So that would mean that the semi-final games will be played on a neutral ground.
Yes. We will
So both games will be staged, likely to be staged in Cape
Cape
Coast,
Coast.
the semi-final.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's what is likely to happen according to the chairman. At this moment, let me call on the vice chairman of the committee, Osei Kofi Poku. The highlights of that game between Hearts of Oak and Accra Lions. Accra Lions played at home. That game was played at the Theatre of Dreams at Dewu, and they beat Accra Lions. Hearts of Oak beat Accra Lions by 1-0. And it was Daniel Efriye Barnier who scored in the 68th minute of that game to give the Phobians a passage into the quarterfinals of the competition. Joining us on set, Vice Chairman of the MTN FA Cup Committee, Osei Kofi Poku is here. And then Hannah Amachi is Secretary to the MTN FA Cup Committee. We are pausing for a break. This is the live draw of the quarterfinal stage. This is Max TV. We are live on Max FM. We are live on Star Times at the Patch Channel 247. We are back shortly.
If it is MTN FA Cup match, Obia Nyobia.
Are you bored? You love football? Get involved. The big game is Ghana's newest social gaming phenomenon. Play anywhere, anytime. Make imaginary bets against real friends and watch your team win. Dynamic screens with easy-to-follow instructions. The big game is the must-have online gaming experience. It's totally free and safe to play. Go to www.biggameghana.com. Sign up, pick up a team, and you're off. Register online for the chance to win a brand new Techno phone. The big game. Akansie Kessie. Players must be 18 or over. I think I've just scored.
Through a dedication to design, a unique experience is born. When light hits the surface, no trace of glare appears on the low reflection flat screen. A narrow trim encases next level television technology, and sensational sound waves reach further. Entertainment is exhibited standing or hanging. Through an obsession to 360 degrees aesthetics and a fascination with craftsmanship. TCL C825 Mini LED 4K TV. TCL.
Phantom X, new Elite flagship. Be bold, be extraordinary.
If it is MTN FA Cup match, Obia Nyobia.
Okay, so let me repeat what Chairman said. If it is MTN FA Cup, Obia Nyobia. All right, so you're welcome back. We shall zoom straight into the draw very soon. But once again, in case you just tune in, this is the live draw of the 2020-2021 MTN FA Cup competition, quarterfinal stage. We've come all the way from the prelims to the quarterfinal. Now we've got 8 teams who are gunning for the title. From here, we'll move to the semi-final, which will have 4 teams. Then the final 2 teams will meet on August 8, 2021 for the coveted trophy. So Asante Kotoko are in it. 9-time champions, Midiama 2-time champions, Ashanti Gold 3 times champions, House of Oak 10-time champions. Top Talents, this is their first time in the quarterfinal stage. Almina Sharks, their first time in the quarterfinal stage. Atram Divisor, their first time in the quarterfinal stage. Brecum Chelsea, their second time in the quarterfinals. In 2010-2011, they made it to the semi-finals and lost to Nania FC. And Nania went on to beat Asante Kotoko in the final. So In the studios now we have a lady and 3 gentlemen. In the studios, on my extreme left is Fred Agbenyo, a member of the FA Cup committee. After him, Kofi Poku. Kofi Poku is vice chairman of the committee, and then Honorable Senata is chairman of the MTN FA Cup committee. Hannah Machi is the secretary to the committee. So Hannah will hand over the ballots cards to chairman. Chairman will obviously open the envelope and pour the cards into the bowl. So we've got 8 cards. That's it. And here we go. So 8 cards and 8 teams, and we shall see the pairings. So chairman picks it, and Fred will open it for us. First team, 1, 2, 3, Ashanti Gold Sporting Club. Ashanti Gold Sporting Club, in the old version of the FA Cup, they won it 3 times. So, and in the new version, they lost to New Adubiasi in 2012 in the final at the Accra Sports Stadium. So Ashanti Gold this season have played all their games away, and for the first time, they will get to play at home. So Ash Gold, first team to be picked. Chairman. Next, Kintampo Top Talents FC. So Ashanti Gold will play Kintampo Top Talent FC. Kintampo Top Talents, they are a second tier side. So third tier, Premier, first, third. So Kintampo Top Talent will travel from Kintampo to Obuasi to face Ashanti Gold in the quarterfinal. That's our first pairing. Chairman, let's move. Next pairing, Asante Kotoko Sporting Club. So it means we've got 2 games at Obuasi. Kotoko played Asokwa Deportivo in Obuasi, but before then they had played, Thunderbolts at Ejiso in the round of 32. Okay, so next one, Asante Kotoko at home. So in 2017, we played the semi-finals of the FA Cup in Obuasi. So Kofi, next one, Brekum, Chelsea. Please show it to the cameras. Brekum, Chelsea. So Asante Kotoko versus Brekum, Chelsea is the second fixture. So that will be it for the Northern Belt. Okay, Chairman, let's move. Top Talents, Ashanti Gold. Wow. Kotoko, Brekum, Chelsea. Another tough game. Well, in the Premier League, they drew in the first leg in Obuasi, and then Asante Kotoko won the second leg at home. Elmina Sharks. Elmina Sharks. Elmina Sharks. Elmina Sharks. They defeated Tema Youth on penalties to get to this stage. Elmina Sharks versus Hearts of Oak Sporting Club. The crew in the studio, one just shouted, "Hush!" Elmina Sharks, Hearts of Oak. Okay, next one. I'm sure by this time, Midiema will be praying. They want to see if they will play at home or they will travel from Takwa. So next one, Midiema Sporting Club. So they will be at the Akon Park in Takwa. Midiema, it means they will face Atram's Divisor Academy.
Last one, Atram's.
I said Gofi Poku is freezing. Okay, so Atram Divisor Academy. All right, so that's it. So let's quickly run through the fixtures. Okay, so now we know our 4 fixtures for the quarterfinals. In Obuasi, there will be 2 games. The first one is between Ashanti Gold and Kintampo Top Talents. The second game is between Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea. The third game is between Elmina Sharks and Accra Hearts of Oak. And the fourth game is between Midiema Sporting Club and Atram Divisor Academy. So in terms of the MTN FA Cup, the competition is the oldest in history, started in 1956. And indeed, Hearts of Oak have been to the final 19 times and they have won it 9 times. Asante Kotoko have been to the final 15 times, they have won it 9 times. The last time that the two teams met in the final was the unmissable in Tamale in 2017, and Hearts of Oak lost to their arch rivals by 3-1 at the Tamale Sports Stadium, at the Aliyu Muhammad Sports Stadium. So let's also mention that the likes of Ashanti Gold, Great Olympics, Fankoba, Dumas, Okwau United have all won the competition. In recent times, New Edubiasi, Mediema Sporting Club have won it once, Nanya FC have won it once, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko won it in 2014 and 2017. In 1986, Alhaji Bello led Okwau United to win the FA Cup in 1976. Ebusua Dwarfs have also won it before. Hazakes won it in 1979. You know, he goes on and on and on. So, gentlemen, now we have our quarterfinalists. Chairman.
Thrilling.
So that's what we have on our screens. Ashanti Gold versus Kentampo Top Talents. Asante Kotoko versus Brekum Chelsea. Elmina Sharks versus Hearts of Oak. Mediema SE up against Atram Deviser Academy. Wow.
Yeah, and the winner of Ash Gold Kentampo will face the winner of Asante Kotoko Brekum in semi-final.
Wow.
And the winner of Elmina Sharks and Hearts will face the winner of Mediama and Atram
in the semi-finals.
Yes, in the semi-finals.
So I repeat. Ashanti Gold versus Kentampo Top Talents. The winner will face Asante Kotoko Brekum Chelsea. Whoever wins that game, that's what you have on your screens at the moment. And then Elmina Sharks versus Hearts of Oak. The winner will face Mediema versus Atram Deviser Soccer Academy. Whoever wins that will also face the winner of the game between Elmina Sharks and Hearts of Oak. Then we will move to the final. And the final will be staged on August 8, 2021. The semi-final matches will be played on 31st July and 1st August in Cape Coast, likely to be in Cape Coast. And then the final is on 8th August. Now, when are we playing the quarterfinal games?
24th and 25th.
Okay, so 24th and 25th of this month.
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday. All right, so let's, what are we looking ahead to as far as this is concerned?
It's going to be hectic, you know, because looking at Hearts of Oak and Kotoko, they are all in good shape, okay? So it tells you that after this, we have another, you know, encounter to see. And that's why we say, Obia and Obia.
I am waiting for the semi-final games, honestly speaking.
Sure.
It means we are likely to get a cracker in Obuasi.
Yeah.
Whoever wins Kotoko Chelsea will face Ash Gold Top Talents, and that will give us a tough game.
Sure.
You know, and both games will be played in Obuasi anyway. And then whoever wins Elmina Sharks Hearts of Oak will face the winner of Mediema Atram Deviser. And for Atram Deviser, it will be historic for a second division team to make it to the semi-final.
Who knows?
Chairman.
Ubia. From experience, Ubia.
Yeah, they started the competition well. They've come all the way to the quarterfinal. Indeed, they deserve their place. This is where they are. Fred?
Well, the pairs are very, very interesting. I don't know what is going to happen in the Ashanti Gold and Kentampo Top Talents game. Majority of the people expect Ash Gold to be able to sail through. But as we said, Obia, anything at all can happen. I think that the biggest game is going to be the Hearts of Oak and then the Elmina Sharks. Because Hearts will have to travel from Accra to Elmina to go and play. So they are going to play home. I'm sure Hearts will want to get a double header. They've won the league. They want to do something. They don't want to come out at this stage of the competition. So that is going to be very, very important match we have to watch. As Asante Kotoko Brekum Chelsea, it's going to be another cracker. It's going to be another cracker. Kotoko want to prove a point. They really wanted to take the league and they couldn't make it to the final. And they couldn't pick the league. So the FA Cup will become a target for them. I don't know what is going to happen in that particular match as well. And then the last match between Mediama and Atram Device. I don't want to comment on it because I may be biased.
I haven't lost to Atram Device.
We just want the best team to.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko began this journey in Bekwai. Then they moved to Edriso and later to Obuasi, and they are still in Obuasi. For Hearts of Oak, they began in Accra. Then their first two games were in Accra. Then to Deu. Now they are going to Elmina.
So they've been traveling quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then,
I think the match to watch is the Mediama Atram Divisor. I think that is the match. That is the match
in
of the
Takwa,
quarterfinals.
I don't know how it's going to play out. Because they're going to play in Takwa, I don't know. Let's
Because
see. Mediama is a big team.
but I mean, when you look at Mediama's record in this competition, they went to 11 wise,
Okay, and it was tough.
and it was tough.
Sure.
It was a draw, and then they won on penalties. Then they went to Karela, won 2-1, came home, drew goalless with Olympics, and won 5-3 on penalties. So it hasn't been
Sure,
an extraordinary sailing for Mediama. But for Atram Divisor, even though they are a third-tier team, they walk onto the pitch with a fearless mindset. And that is what has carried them through the competition.
Yeah, you see, that's one thing about these academies. I'm not saying others do not train well, okay, but they've psyched the boys so much that they don't care whoever comes their way. I think that is what is driving them, to this point.
Well, it will be interesting to see a second division club going all the way to maybe semi-finals or finals.
You want a repeat of what happened in 2010?
Of course, if it happens. Well, yes, when Nani FC went all the way to the finals.
Okay, all right. Chairman, I want you to take us through the awards, the prize money, and then what is at stake at this round. You mentioned that all the clubs will take 6,000 plus transport support, and then airtime, and then also special award for the best player of the competition. We have to wrap up. For this year, I think we introduced something in 2016, the trophy tour, the call on the Chiefs, and the regional tour, and what have you. Is this something that we are
It's all coming back. Right after the quarterfinals, we are hitting the grounds.
Okay.
Because, as you said, the Premier is ending. Division 1 league is ending.
Next week.
There's no games in Europe. So all the focus is on FA Cup, and we will kill it. We are coming to you. We are bringing the trophy to you. You have an opportunity to take pictures with the trophy at the malls. We will go to the Chiefs. We go to media houses. We have media soirees anywhere we go, and make sure that all the 4 communities that are participating in the semi-finals, are really, really, really excited and motivated to come to wherever we have it, Cape Coast, most likely, for them to enjoy a soccer festival. We're going to have a weekend of football at Cape Coast. And it is going to be a festival.
Cape Coast, here we come. 31st July and 1st August will be in Cape Coast, hopefully for the semi-finals. Well, so we've got to wrap up. I mean, just before we go, let's look at the fixtures once again, and then we will wrap up. Now you have the pairings for the quarterfinals of the competition. Ashanti Gold versus Kintampo Top Talent. Asante Koroko versus Brecum Chelsea. So you have the three on your screens. In the semi-final, Ash Gold Kintampo Top Talent winner meets Asante Koroko Brecum Chelsea winner. Now Elmina Sharks Hearts of Oak and then Mediama Atram Divisor. Elmina Sharks Hearts of Oak winner meets Mediama Atram Divisor Soccer Academy winner. And then the final is on August 8, 2021. Well, so that will be it for today. We want to thank you as well for being a part of all our live draws on Max TV, on Max FM, also on Star Times at the Patch Channel 247, also on Facebook, wherever you received us, in the comfort of your homes, in your offices, wherever. We want to say we are grateful. This will be our last live draw. Now we know how the competition will end on August 8. Let me say a special thank you to Max TV for always receiving us, for always giving us the platform. Let me say thank you to MTN as well for being the headline sponsor, and all our partners from the leadership of the Ghana Football Association and the MTN FA Cup committee chaired by Honorable Wosenata and Kofi Poku Vice, Fred Agbenyo member, George Fosuhine member, Diodone Komako member, and then Hannah Amachi also secretary. Not forgetting Oluboy Commodore, who is also a member of the MTN FA Cup committee. It's been great bringing you the live draw. Just continue following us. Keep praying for your teams. My name is Henry Asanticho.
adesima markets kesie bi nam kwaso a eba na samri america say nya agini ababedu dada na mpanifo kasa bi a omokan ye yesi aboa bomochiche frinsu ase beka kire so don kyam atimi awu a manye na chinyi enkosu se odemu dada mihyam memfa wansa ensum wano na ensia pene wo so sori ani anyina yemfo ye ho nkose aye agudie no mu bi enu ane se wo log up akọ www